despite having been targeted for more than a decade with gang stalking on videos. I'm a Christian and I'm being persecuted. And I've been persecuted for more than a decade. And despite having been targeted with a secret persecution program called gang stalking, that has been attacking both my mind and my body, and working to attack my health, make me weak, sick, I remain stronger, fit, and healthy than the average man, which is remarkable. And I see there's a lot of Christians that have been involved in the persecution, have targeted me for this program. Robert Baker, to the Bible Church, Rafink Arnold, Andy Woods, Brandon Holt, and others. There's several Christian ministries that have participated in the gang stalking, that have targeted me, a persecuted Christian, for this gang stalking persecution program. But God has been for me. And thank God I've seen God moving on my behalf. And Robert Baker has been reaping what he's sown. He's been having some of the same health problems according to his testimony, what he's saying, unless he's lying. I can see. It's like he's been working for a program that's been making it hard for me to breathe, that has put me in a psych ward for speaking the truth, where I was concerned I might not wake up again if I go to bed. I might get murdered in my sleep. It's made it hard to breathe, this program, by attacking with toxic chemicals. That's part of the targeted physical target I get. I have allergies to perfume. The woman uses perfume to attack me sometimes. Like they will send somebody to spray perfume in the elevator right before I leave my apartment to go outside, because I'm allergic to things like this. So Robert Baker has been, according to what he says, been experiencing some of the same health problems. You know, to see God is not marked for us, and I saw them also we. This program has done things to me that could have led to heart attacks and strokes, brain problems, heart problems. And I remain strong, fit, and healthy. God has been protecting me. Other the body of Christ has been turning a blind eye to this. Other Christians have been turning a blind eye to this. I've been out here for years being very vocal. I'm a persecuted Christian. I'm being persecuted. And I haven't seen other Christians do anything other than turning a blind eye to it or participating, even worse. So you guys have things coming too. Anyway, I'm going to do some steel capsule, some light steel capsule fighting training. Let me get it up here. That's bad for me. Laptop. Working with suboptimal lighting. So I'm a persecuted Christian. Not all Christians, you have to read the Bible, all Christians to read about a Christian being persecuted. With me, I have experience. Same thing the other men of God have gone through. Imperials in the city by the heathen of my countrymen. 2 times received a chemical sprays to the face while in public. In hungers, naked, filled like people. I've been in bonds. So I'm a Christian that has been persecuted intensely for more than 10 years. And I've been taught with this gang stalking point that's been working to attack my body, my mind. And despite that, I'm stronger, fit, and healthier than the average person. Despite having been taught with a persecution from work to attack my body, attack with psychological warfare, harassment, attack my finances, attack me directly physically. Despite my work to weaken me. With their limited resources, like Samson, it's me, one Christian, alone, being left alone while I seek after my life. And thousands of people participate in the tournament. And I remain stronger, fit, and healthy than the average person. That's the power of God, experientially, which unfortunately a lot of Christians don't get to experience. Get this out. Still top 2 keeps all at this time. Do a little bit to the dummy. Briefcase. Full of extra sternum. Beautiful. I need to get something to just the angle, have the phone there. I need to get something. restaurationen. Let me see what more on my side. Switch to the back end for clear footage. This is steel club shoe fighting, martial arts system I've been training. Let's below my strength, so I'm 144. As David, I can credit God with martial arts ability. Everything I can do, boxing punches, kickboxing techniques, is from God. Let's below my strength. I'm self-trained, self-taught. Everything I can do, knife fighting, stick fighting, boxing, kickboxing, I've learned myself. I'm 36 years old. I got saved before I was 20 years old. And I started praying to God that He make me stronger, faster, better at fighting. And that I'll stay strong and fast. And today, 10 plus years of gang stalking and persecution attacking my body and mind, I remain stronger, faster, fitter than the average person. And I've learned all kinds of martial arts techniques. So what you see me training now is steel club shoe fighting. Toe kicks. Toe kick can be effective as is, but if you wear steel club shoes, it's even more effective. Don't leave comments when I click the like button, you will get blocked. People come and leave comments and they didn't click like button, get blocked, and I can. Also, if you write rude, disrespectful comments, you get blocked. I don't tolerate that. So, here's knee level. Here's the knee down symbol, which is a good target for the stick up shoe kick. Here. I don't want to go too hard on this if it's sad if the water leaking out. Hey. I watched a video earlier today on Instagram. A reel showed up. Sunshine. Now, I used to have a beef with Sunshine. I was dedicated a whole training camp for him. But I let that go. Got over him, I believe. So, a video showed up with Sunshine. He was in a sauna suit, which is similar to what I'm wearing. Where he was shadowboxing in a sauna suit. Getting ready. Doing public workout for the upcoming fight. The fight already had happened. I think the clip was 6 days ago or something. And I think sometimes imagine one of those people that can kick. Imagine how effective somebody like Sunshine could be a walkout or raw 10 if they were strapped on steel cap shoes and fight them. Somebody already can kick accurately, fast, have good ball dynamics, knows how to kick and block things like this. If you're a person who trains Muay Thai, I can teach you how to augment Muay Thai and be even more dangerous in a street fight. Meaning if you be fighting, you're somebody trained Muay Thai and you get attacked by like 3 people with knives and weapons, obviously it won't be cowardly for you to improvise your steel cap shoes as a weapon. So steel cap shoes are good. They can protect your feet, you step on nails or broken shards of glass without hurting your feet. And like the feet are the money makers if you're a martial artist, and the hands if you're a boxer. These also have a steel cap. So what I've been training this live stream, the kicks, the steel cap shoe kicks, so toe kicks with steel caps. So if somebody knows how to kick and they learn the steel cap shoe fighting, they can be extremely successful. I saw a video on TikTok, a Swedish foreign guy, he was training Muay Thai in Thailand. And he made a video where it's like, the last month I've had to fight like 3 dogs in the street on the way to and back from the gym. Because they have like a lot of stray dogs in Thailand. That sometimes they get aggressive and like run up and attack somebody. And I thought if you would have these. So for fighting against a dog, like steel cap shoes can be used for self-defense against beasts. Like dog attacks, it can make your kicks more effective. Defending against dogs. Against humans, if somebody has a weapon. There's many advantages. I'll get back to training. Short video. Somebody came in and left comments and they clicked the like button so they're getting blocked. There you go. People who leave comments, click the like button and get blocked. People who leave negative, disrespectful comments get blocked.
This is a drill I like to practice. Same elbow strike. This is a drill that I like to do. Stop punching with just your arms. Power comes from the legs. Here we go again. Stupid gaslighting questions. I have punching power. I made videos like this. If you have superhuman athleticism, you don't have to play by the rules. I can throw power punches, throw arm punches. Meaning, I've talked about this before. One of the ways to stand out athleticism, I punch harder than a lot of pro boxers in my weight class. I'm a welterweight. And I don't need to have perfect body balance to hit with power. I can hit hard on my knees, arm punching. Look at this. That's a hard enough punch. That hits the liver rib cage to break it. So this is showing how I can generate power with arm punching. I'm on my knees, no shoulder hip rotation, no leg release, just arm punching. And that's hard enough to really hurt somebody, just arm punching. So I don't have to play by the rules where inferior men that have low athleticism don't have fast twitch muscle fiber, have low T, they're not athletic. They have to, apparently I don't need to learn, it's like gaslighting. Apparently, if you look at my training videos, I don't have to learn. I'm not one of these people when a boxing coach makes a video, how to punch with power. I have hundreds of videos of training proving I punch with power. So apparently I'm not one of these people that have to learn how to punch hard, see. I've had to learn to punch less hard because it's like a point dimension returns. So I can hit hard arm punching on my knees about as hard as some other guys have to use everything played by the rules. So it's not that I'm ignorant of traditional orthodox boxing, where it's like, yeah, if you want to hit hard, it goes from here, hip rotation, shoulder rotation, and then turn. It's not that I'm ignorant of those ball dynamics, it's just that I don't need to. I can hit hard, standing static like this, arm punching without hip rotation, shoulder rotation. Hard enough to break ribs, drop somebody with a liver shot. See? Stay static. And I'm hitting hard enough to break ribs, drop someone with a liver shot, staying static, and just arm punching. So obviously I know that if you use your legs and your arms, which anything that people tell me to do, I've done before in people's training streams. Anything people tell me to do, was like, you need to do this more, I've done it before in training. It's not that I'm ignorant of it. So I don't need you to tell me anything, you gaslighting hater. Stop punching with just your arms. No, power comes from the legs. I don't have to. And who are you? You're going to be a guy that has no videos of himself from punches. See? So, why don't you make a video? Mention me, @MikeSAHA89, showing that I can punch harder than you. Okay, make a video hitting a bag in the gym or at home, anything, hitting something, and show that you can hit harder than me. And I know that you can't. You're not going to be able to do it. You're not going to have the hand speed, the punching power I do. No matter what you do. Use your legs, not shoulders, whatever. You're not going to be able to match it. So, keep your mouth shut. I'm going to force you to because you're going to get blown. Power comes from the legs. I guess you're gaslighting because I was hitting with power without using my legs, boy. And I don't have to use more power. I hit hard enough. It's a point diminishing returns. Look at this 1-2. Powerful 1-2. I have punching power and speed on par, if not superseding a lot of pro boxers in my weight class. I got better hand speed and punching power than a lot of pro welterweight boxers. Look at this kick 1-2. straight punch in rapid succession. Each time hitting harder, faster, and faster. You got some more balls. Hated. The reason I get hated is because I'm great. So people see me doing great, so they have to be like, try to put me down, be like, oh Mike, you need to do this, as if I need you, okay? It's like a hater. Because I'm doing well, people have to come and be like, I'm trying to act like narcissistic evaluation, like Mike, you're not doing it right. Apparently I'm doing it right because I'm hitting hard. Look how power comes from your arms. It's like, bitch, who are you to talk to me? There's other pro boxers that can make it look bad. They couldn't match this hand speed and punching power. Pros. Okay? Look at this head speed. This is my 6-punch combo. Landing 6 hard and fast punches to body level, head level in about a third of a second or half. Less than a second. That's a 6-punch combo. It's this. 1 no rotation solar plexus punch to here. 2 no rotation solar plexus punch. 3 lever shot. 4 right hook to the body. 5, 6 down hooks to the head. Rapid succession, 6 punches less than a second. Hard and fast from here. That's 6 punches. Look at that hand speed. Let's compare me to pro martial artist Tony Ferguson. Look at his recent training video and compare and contrast. Get ready to go running here, this guy's gotta get cognitive dissonance. Let's look at Mike SAHA's training videos compared to a pro. Tony Ferguson, who recently fought pro boxing match. And let's look at his training video, pro fighter, compared to mine. Okay, here we go. Here's Tony Ferguson. Tony Ferguson, pro martial artist, recently had a boxing match. Let's look at his training footage. And you guys see that I'm hitting hard in training, moving faster, and training for longer than he does. This is him. This is a pro fighter boxing, training boxing. This is a pro boxer. Power comes from the legs, Tony. You gotta use your legs, Tony. Power comes from the legs. So my training that I just did, I'm hitting harder, moving faster, and using similar body dynamics. See? Tony Ferguson, pro fighter. Mike SAHA, self-trained, self-taught Christian martial artist. So this training stream is higher level than Tony Ferguson. Cardio, in terms of cardio, I've been moving more explosively, putting more power into my attacks, and doing it for longer, and incorporating kicks and elbow strikes and leaping attacks, and all kinds of stuff, knees. So higher intensity than what he did, higher hand speed and punching power. See. Screens from the head. It's got a nice ring too. I guess every superhero needs to see it. Yeah. Let's search my channel. Power. See if we got any videos. Mike Tyson level speed power, but I'm a welterweight. Let's look at that video. See if I need to take advice from you on how to punch with power. Like you need to teach me, Mike, how to throw punches with power. See if I need that. Let's see if I need to hear from somebody that how to record. No. So fast because of the speed. A 6-punch combo. So I don't need to use I'm aware of dynamics. You can go watch my past training videos. I'm using my legs just like a teacher how to do in boxing. But I don't have to. I'm the type of guy that have freak athleticism that I can arm punch and hit harder than some people with perfect body dynamics. I don't have to play by the rules. It's like the matrix. Some rules can be bent, some rules can be broken. Where I'm aware of body dynamics, boxing, and you go look at my past training videos, I'm using them. Pivoting on the foot, stepping in my tags, turning with the hip, shoulder rotation, going from here to here with my straight punches. Like orthodox, I'm aware of that. Okay, but I don't have to. Meaning I can be here and arm punch your body from here and hit hard enough to break your ribs or drop over a liver punch. See? So I can be arm punch like T-Rex. I can be here, stay planted, like my feet are in a bucket of cement, and hit like this and hit hard enough to drop your break your ribs or drop you with a liver shot. So I don't have to with men that have inferior athleticism. Me, I have the athleticism of pro martial artist. And I can say that I'm being delusional. You go compare contrast. You go look at Ryan Garcia, pre-fight training videos, Sugar Sean O'Malley, Tony Ferguson, and you look and you compare and contrast. It's like one of these products, you're so confident in your product, you go compare our product to the competition. Go ahead and do it, okay? So I'm a person where my training videos is on par and better in some metrics than pro athletes. Fighting specific athleticism, stamina, cardio, okay? Hand speed, punching power. See, you can go look at my videos, Tony Ferguson, Instagram, Sugar Sean O'Malley, and these other pro fighters, UFC boxers. And you can compare to mine. And it doesn't take a rocket scientist, observation. People's minds are more easily changed by observation argument. Look at my training videos, look at pros. Okay. And I'm doing all right, more than all right. Not only am I doing all right, I'm doing better than some pros. So I don't have to use perfect body dynamics. I can be from here, drop my hand here, and then go into your body and hit hard enough to break the ribs or drop if I hit the liver. See? So that's the type of athleticism that I have. Where it's like people that don't have like supernatural levels or near power, like physical power, like explosiveness, whatever words you want to use. It's like how powerful you can be explosive. They have to compensate with perfect body dynamics. So for example, if I'm going to teach your grandma knife fighting martial arts, or my mother, for example, and going to use like one of these, like this, and attack to the cranium and crack through the cranium. With my mom, she might need perfect body dynamics to be able to crack through the cranium with a 12-6 attack with a knife like this. Whereas if you normally just goes like this, you will like scratch and open the skin, but it's not going to crack through the cranium. So for her to be able to crack through my cranium with this knife, she might need perfect body dynamics, get a running start, leap through the air, and come crashing down with all her body weight behind it to be able to crack through my cranium. Whereas me, I can go from here and then crack through the cranium just from here, arm punching. That I have a chance to do it because I have enough explosiveness and athleticism. Okay, so if you don't have physical power, you have to compensate with perfect body dynamics. See, whereas somebody that has power, can, like me, can throw hard shots on punching. And I do this sometimes. I've actually taught on this boxing body dynamics before, where I show both sides of the spectrum. It's like I'm going to show you two types of force generation. The both sides of the extremes, like the spectrum. I'm going to stand here, generate power hard enough to be effective punching, see? Just arm punching. And I'm hitting harder. People can see and hear how hard I'm hitting. And then, okay, here's the other extreme of the, it's going like here, and then like here, see, and then rotating with it. So it's like different ways to generate power. So I'll show it to you. We'll do it here. And how I'm hitting now is hard. How I've been hitting, it's hard enough. And if I hit harder, it's unnecessarily hard, meaning it's upon diminishing returns. How much pressure is required on the chin to knock somebody out? How much force is required to deliver here to drop someone from the liver shot? How much force is required to break the ribs, hitting to the ribs? I'm generating that type of force in like 90% of my punches. And anything above that is unnecessary, because you risk breaking your hand, your fist, if you hit the hip or you're going for the liver. So it's upon diminishing returns. So it's not that harder is better indefinitely. So here, I'll show you body punching, like arm punching, here, okay, hitting hard from here. And that's hard enough. See, this is arm punching, all my knees, see. And this is a lot of guys can hit this hard using the whole body. And these are hard punches. It is arm punching on my knees, okay? Use the liberal shoulder from here now. See, and it makes it a little bit harder. So I can do arm punching harder. See here. Now, let's do some body dynamics. And I'll put it on the foot and step into it. See here? And I'm turning. Power comes from the legs. See here. Where I'm pivoting on the foot. Here. See? And this is the shape starts in the toes. There's lower body rotation, shoulder rotation. See? Here. So it's not that I'm not aware of orthodox body dynamics, it's just that I want to generate force. I've never had somebody better than me critique me. I mean, it's never happened someone comes into my chat and be like, Mike, you're doing this wrong. And I go to channel and have videos of myself throwing punches. So it's because haters don't like to see you being better than them. I've never seen a person come in critique what I'm doing. If that's weightlifting, they're like whining about my form, you're lifting wrong. Or somebody's like critiquing my physique or critiquing my martial arts. It's never happened that I like go to the contest channel and they have videos of themselves doing the same thing they're critiquing, one, and doing it better too. might have to pull out the gloves. These have been bare knuckle punches, and this is harder than a heavy bag. A lot of boxers would have broken their hands by now to match this workout. These are just like mechanics gloves, no padding really. No wraps, no gloves. This is sweat pack to keep that water from running into the gloves. That's like here. So it's like the reason that people come in and talk shit is because I'm doing great, see? And they have to try to downplay it and be like, act as if I'm not doing great because I'm doing well. Let's go to the person's channel, see if they have any videos of don't go to channel. See if they have any videos of themselves came off of. No. No videos of their own training martial arts, no videos of their body, what they look like, no videos of them throwing hard punches. Okay. Most likely a cyber stalking, one of these gang stalking accounts that have a job to harass them online. Won't be surprised. Take a short breather here. Gonna continue training. I like to find some band that I can cover that little cap on my knuckle, my pinky knuckle, baby knuckle. And I like to cover that up. Take a little breather here. I also have a wide angle stream to Rumble at the same time on my laptop. So I got a laptop here, and it's got a wide angle, and then different there. And the laptop wide angle stream is going to Rumble, it's a multi-stream. It's going to Rumble and YouTube. It's not a little trick that I've learned to help myself find my streams. I'm everything. I'm the own star. I'm the own camera talent. I'm the camera guy. There's a script needs to be written that never is. It's me. Lighting, gaffer. It's like everything. It's like it's all me. So I figured out to run the phone streams because it's kind of narrow. Also, say I'm resting against here. I'm training. And then it's moving around, and sometimes it's like I'm second guessing myself. Am I still in view? Because it's happened. I keep punching, it moves it, and then it's like, here's the stream. It's like bang, bang, yeah, so I'm gonna hit here. It's like, it's not showing what I'm doing. So I either go back all the time and like look at the phone screen. Okay, I'm seeing you videos. Or I can do this while I'm playing my own stream on my laptop. So I can see what the phone is showing. I don't have to go check. Here we go. Yeah, so I don't need advice, narcissistic dog whistling abuse, and narcissistic evaluation. Because the truth is, I'm impressively, extraordinarily athletic, and my fighting-specific athleticism is on par with pro martial artists. So I don't need somebody to come and like, oh, Mike is being impressive. Let's act like, it's like, oh, you need to do this, you're doing something wrong. It's like, it's the same old tired narcissistic bullshit. A lot of people that have a job to do this, a lot of people doing this are paid to take in stock controls. They have a job to do this. having this, what's the purpose of this? It makes it more cardio intensive, whatever I'm doing. Meaning, it's harder to breathe to this. It's similar to like this Boston O2 train. It's something that makes it harder for me to breathe while I'm exercising. 1. 2, it's protecting me from inhaling shit, like dust particle and sand and stuff, because I have this like deck of tires and it's down in the corner, it's like, can be dust that collect on it and stuff, so I don't want to be inhaling like rubber particles from the tires or whatever dust I might be kicking up as I'm kicking stuff here. So it's killing 2 birds with 1 stone. It's protecting my lungs, keeping me from inhaling like large dust particles, and it's making it harder to breathe, which means it's about, in my estimation, ranging from 5 to 15% harder cardio-wise to do what I'm doing if I'm wearing this thing, especially, and it gets harder, incrementally harder, because as you start breathing heavy, this gets wet, which means it gets tougher and tougher to breathe the longer I go. Yeah. And you can see it's like so, there's quite a lot of resistance if I do this. So it's pulling it in. Kind of like beating it. So, back at it. Here's another drill I like to do, the stand push drill. I'll show it to you. 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2. And what I like to do for the stand push drill, see, I'm throwing the right as you go with the left. This is the drill. Stand push drill. Normal. 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1. Now here's the stand push drill. And notice how I'm doing a stand switch simultaneously. So while I'm connecting with the right, and this now they also break the rule, because you can see I'm hitting hard. While both my feet are in the air, I can hit hard. See? Once you break the rules, you have to have your feet planted to hit hard. But look at this. See? And that's hitting hard enough to rock somebody. And I'm jumping up and rotating and punching in the air with both my feet in the air, and I'm still hitting hard. So once again, not having to play by the rules, like they make this easy. Some rules can be bent. I know Kung Fu, I know boxing, I know how to hit hard and fast. I know how to throw lethal Muay Thai elbow strikes. Some rules can be bent, some rules can be broken. So you have to, watch videos, you have to have your feet planted to hit hard, okay? And that's hitting hard. And I was doing this while jumping up in the air while punching. Another thing, pro boxer Tony Jeffries uploads a video on Instagram boasting about his hand speed and his shadow boxing. He goes, yeah, I know it's hard to believe. And his video is like how to throw with hands. Now normal, the superior man, Mike SAHA, doesn't have to watch this video to learn how to have hand speed, because he already has hand speed superseding 99% of men and a lot of pros, okay? So I saw a video of Tony Jeffries, boxing coach, make a video, and it's like how to get fast hands or something like this. So first I don't need to, I already have videos having super fast hands. And it's going and it's like, I know it's hard to believe. I didn't speed up the footage, I promise, see, which would be hard to do in a YouTube live stream, okay? And it's like how to do, get weights and shadow box when it first, put down the weights in the shadow box. Now I go like he's boasting about it. It's at the end of the day, after my own memory, I'm in bed. I get up, put my phone in the screen, turn on the ceiling lights, and shadow box faster than him, okay? So that's the type of athleticism that I have. So I don't need people coming whining here. Look at this. whole body speed, head speed, magnificent. If I wasn't, this was some meritocracy. If it wasn't for the deep state living upon video, I could have been rich and famous, star actor, nothing. It could have been singer, famous singer, rich and famous, star actor, leading man actor in Hollywood, pro martial artist. This was some meritocracy. The deep state had to replicate this whole life in the world. Doesn't look like you have to learn how to throw powerful punches, boy. You need to watch my videos. And maybe you take my coaching 12 months from now. You have got a little bit less pathetic in a week. Anything harder than that is unnecessary, really. There's at least 75 kilos at the bottom of that dummy. And I'm moving it, it's typically, I've seen pros use one of these, and I can tell they're not getting much power. I'm not a hater, so if I see them playing, I will leave a comment. I hit harder than this. I say the call out for one of these C-labs. That's not $60 in these tactics only, or start shilling for something. Left hook, step left, right hook, grill. Left hook from this position, which is off the center line, here. Off the position from the left hook, here. And then rotate and go in. See here. Show you some left hooks here. I don't think so, buddy. Keep training. Does it look like I need to learn how to throw with power? No, I don't. Look at this. 1, 2, and then do it 4 possibly. This is another punch. I'll show you. Power punch. 1-2 combo. It's a step in, level change, jab, followed by a really powerful overhand right. And that's the type of punch that can break your jaw. Also break your head if you're punching. Here's what I'm doing. And this is how Roy Nelson got a lot of his knockout in the UFC. A lot of the Roy Nelson knockout reels, compilations, start kind of like this, a jab, rotating this way, doing a level change, and hitting with a wild overhand right. It's similar to that here, and I can do more pronounced. I go here, see if I can do it. See? And this is the trauma. Here. This goes down here. Then you rotate like a scorpion step. Sometimes it's called the scorpion punch. Then from here, see here. And you launch it from here. And going here. Called the scorpion punch. There's different ways you can do it. Good times. The reason that people that are bullies talk so much in the chat is if they're in the room they would risk losing their life the same 60 seconds they mouth off to me. So it's easy to be a coward bully abuser over the internet. But in real life somebody abuses me with verbal abuse. That's very dangerous for them to do because it's up to me what happens to them after that. And they don't have much of a ward. It's me who decides if they leave uninjured or not. I'm not saying anything, I'm saying if you in a bar and call somebody fuck you, you filthy whore or something like this. I won't be surprised if the guy gets up and puts a weapon on if he has one or start fighting me. So that's his decision. Not only do I have athletic athleticism, thanks to God, I mean the male attractiveness and fitness elite, handsomer than 90% of men, in better shape than 90% of men. Only one at 25,000 men about 35 years old have a six-pack. I'm 36. And I have a six-pack, but I started becoming accurate because I started getting an 8-pack. Because I don't have low T, I started doing an exercise, hanging like this, and raising my leg, and I've been doing that maybe once a week. One set, okay? And that's enough for like once a week, every 2 weeks, doing one set of like 5 reps of this leg raise, or so. I've already gone from a 6-pack to an 8-pack, and I started to have 2 muscles pop out. It was my wife that told me on the video call. I said, honey, you got an 8-pack now. And I looked and said, oh yeah, there's 2 little ab muscles popping out there. This is what the opposite of pencil neck looks like. Commonly called with low T's a pencil neck. And your neck is an androgen receptor. It's like a sponge that soaks up available testosterone. So there's certain muscle groups in your body that soak up available testosterone more than others. And the neck area is like a testosterone sponge. Which means if you have high testosterone in your bloodstream, this is one of the areas that will soak it up and you have more pronounced musculature in the neck. Which is why a lot of people that do road, which I don't know, they have like a bull neck, where it's like the neck starts at the ears and goes to the shoulders, stuff like this. Okay? It's not on that level, but some of the advantages, high testosterone. The average person has low T, the average man, which I have a lot of guys in their 20s with a dad bod. And if you're 60 plus, 50, 60 years old, you're watching this, and you got a dad bod, I'm not bullying. I'm not saying like, haha. We talk about men in the 20s now that have a body that would be more normal for a guy in his 60s, 70s. There's a lot of young men now that have a body of, like a dad bod. A lot of guys in the 20s that have a body that would be kind of normal for a guy who's 50, 60 plus, okay? So, a lot of it boils down to why you have an obesity epidemic and why it's only 1 in 25,000 men that have a 6-pack above 35. 0.004%, that's what I mean. One uncommon men. Only 1 in 25,000 men above 35 have a 6-pack. I'm 36, have a 6-pack. So that's in the 0.004%. That's what? Uncommon. I'm an uncommon man. I have a 6-pack at 36. That makes me uncommon. What makes me uncommon amongst the small group minority men about 35, uncommon men, they have a 6-pack, is how little effort I put in, like how little I've been exercising my abs, like targeting the abs with exercises, like sit-ups or crunch or something like this, but whatever people do. And also that I'm not on TRT or HRT. Whereas most men about 35 that have visible abs, 6-pack, 4-pack, 8-pack, are going to be on TRT or HRT or something like this. Quite a lot of them. So, I believe that I could beat Tony Ferguson. I believe I could defeat Tony Ferguson in a fight. Street fight, Muay Thai fight, sports sanctioned, boxing, Marks of Queensberry, UFC fight. I believe I could win against Tony Ferguson. You could hold Mike, I don't care. I don't care. You don't get a vote. I've decided. I know that that's the truth. I believe that I could beat Tony Ferguson in boxing. And it might get to a point where I start making videos like this and cut out a clip of the punches and like cut remix his training videos. Mike SAHA versus Tony Ferguson training. Stop ducking me, boy, or something like this. Okay. Okay. $600,000 showing up money, Tony. 600,000 cold hard US dollar for that's showing up money. Win, lose, draw. Okay, 600,000 for taking a fight. 1.6 million if I win. Okay, 600,000 showing up money. MGM Grand or Trump somewhere in my living room. Better. Okay, $600,000. 1.6 million if I win. Or possibly Sencha would have fight another fighter who's taller than him. Possibly the better fight Sencha. Okay. Sencha. I believe I could win against Sencha too. Okay. I believe I could win against him. Now, here's the thing. Tony Ferguson, I believe that I could also beat Ryan Garcia in a boxing match. I'm not saying 100%.
I'm not saying I would 100%, no ifs, ands, about. I'm saying I had the potential, a chance to win. I have, it could, if I get in the ring with him, I could end up winning. So I got the punching power that can put anybody to sleep. Any man. Any man standing in front of me, I had a power to put him down, understand? If I can connect with my power right. I have that power. Any man standing in front of me, I can put him to sleep if I connect with my overhand right. Or any right, like a power right. So I have the knockout. It's not like one of these guys we're training. This guy says he can win a UFC fight. And it's like, obviously, he lacks hand speed. He has no crack in his shots. He doesn't have knockout power. So the only way this guy could end up winning, he have to throw 600 punches. So does he have the core to throw 600 punches to win a person out and like catch him eventually and like accumulate up to a knockout or something like this? No, I got the one punch knockout power. Obviously, you can see my training videos. Okay. So it's not irrational to believe. Now, to fight a pro Muay Thai guy like SAHA or Borka or one of these guys, the one thing that I would like to, where I feel like I'm not 100% ready, is I'd like to do more shin conditioning to strengthen my shin bones a little bit. Okay, for checking kicks. These guys, they have hard knee, they have really hard shin bones. And for me to check the kicks like this, even if I check it, I throw a kick for my calf, like a calf kick, and I go like this, and I kick into my shin bone. It might break my, I don't know, it would really hurt. And it hurt me more than that. Now, if I connect with that, with this, oh look, Sancha, Darth Vader choke. It's over, understand? This is the Darth Vader choke. Where it's like, wait for go, just like this, suck off his neck like this, okay? Like this, pull him over here, okay? Like this. Okay? Yeah, it's just like, it's over. Imagine how people would be in the crowd, be like, it will destroy people's spirit. It's like there's some far right guy, nobody heard of him before, shows up in town and fights Sunshine, and he wins in round one with like a cartwheel kick or something like this. Okay, see? So imagine if I can knock him out with a cartwheel kick. That would be the highest level. Let's do a cartwheel kick. I gotta finish up, all jokes aside. I believe that I could win against Tony Ferguson in a fight. And if Tony Ferguson wants to train with me, of course, it's not impossible that I'd accept that he come here and train with me, training camp. There will be special rules. Because I'm not told in the video, so there's a risk to be recruited by Illuminati to give me some pencils like a CIA assassination device. Got a dart, and his job is up when he looks away, aimed his head his back and hit him. He's like, oh, Mike died of a heart attack in no training. Okay, what would have it? So, if you want to train, I'd have to frisk him at the door and have live streams going when he comes here. Like a live stream, like when I'm training now. From the moment I let him in, it'd be a live stream of him entering from this angle, that angle. And then he'll have to do like, he'll have to be like in boxer shorts, and I'll be in boxer shorts, and we can be sparring live, so I can see he doesn't have some kind of dart gun or something on him. And he can't have like perfume on in his gloves or something like this, cologne. Okay, but I believe that I could definitely
It's a breakout elbow, as I call it. You can use this if your opponent has you, if you fight a Muay Thai, teeth or like driven into a corner and he's smothering you with punches and you're in like in the mode of like carry up and defending. This elbow strike can be useful to break out of, like flip the script. Right now you're focused on covering up and being like hit the guys in the corner like this. This is, and it's like high risk, high reward. Because if you break your guard and move, you can also get knocked out. But it's something that can be useful, a breakout elbow. If you're in the corner here, elbow strikes. Especially this, if they're thrown to the body and you're coming up here, especially if you explode forward and you can catch them here and break out. And you can sort of tight to here. See, from here. See, it's very easy for me to sort of, even if I'm like here, you get a diagonal, and you might hit the hands or the arm or the head, but it can be used for no matter what. Head speed is remarkable, and power. Head speed and power, remarkable. Here's another thing, I should be teaching this for free, but especially for bare knuckle. Here's a way that you can break your opponent's arms. If somebody got good at this, now you need the athleticism and the speed and the training for this. But you can use elbow guard. Even this looks silly. Like I can have my arms here and catch punches like this. So if you look at this, in bare knuckle especially, now it requires training. But if you get good at this, if I'm here, see, and you punch a straight punch in here, that can break your hand. So use your elbow, like you use it in different ways to catch attacks. But you can even have it here and use it like this, see? Like from here, see here. From here, see here. Shoot the elbow up. If it's straight punches, bare knuckle. And if I start here, or here, just here, and then if somebody punches into this, and if you keep it close like this, here, here, here. From the sides too, hook punches, it's covered by the arm. See here, because I'm here, and it's a straight punch comes towards me. And I'm making punch into the elbow. Now you need the speed and like the training things like this, but it's often, if you pull it off, you succeed in catching, like a baseball, catching your opponent's punches with your elbow. It can create a fight-ending injury, where the doctor would stop it. Like a person breaks the hand. sequence. This is a elbow strike sequence here. People are so narcissistic and disgusting to me. It's like I got 15 live viewers, 1 like, and that's my like. No wonder everybody gets blocked. You know why? Because you're narcissistic and you see me doing great. So you see a guy looking better, being better than you, and it gives you a bad feeling. That's why I don't hit the like button. Because you're narcissistic. And you're not as good looking, as in good shape, as fast, as athletic. And you see a person, you only see guys like this in pro martial art fight movie like this. Normally on TV, like the UFC, Conor McGregor, C-level people. You never see average Joe's moving like this. Hitting this hard, moving this fast. It's like, it makes you feel bad, see. I gotta finish up.